911, this call is being recorded. What is your emergency?
I need the police. You need to send the police right away.
Come help me. God, I'm sorry, Mom.
I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. I
Help us!
You ready?
Yes, sir. Ready.
Ready or Not is a tactical first-person shooter developed by Void Interactive designed to immerse players in high-intensity, realistic combat scenarios. Set in a modern world rife with conflict, the game places you in the role of an elite SWAT team member tasked with neutralizing dangerous situations such as hostage rescues, bomb threats, and active shooter incidents. With a strong emphasis on teamwork, strategy, and realistic mechanics, Ready or Not challenges players to meticulously plan their operations, make split-second decisions, and use a wide range of specialized equipment to succeed in their missions. Its commitment to authenticity and tactical depth set it apart as a gripping experience for fans of strategic shooters. Welcome to Midnight Launch. I'm JD, and today we're going to be taking a look at Ready or Not from the perspective of a consumer. Let's get started. Gameplay. Ready or Not's gameplay is characterized by its meticulously tactical approach, standing apart from your typical first-person shooter. The controls are generally well mapped and intuitive, making it easy to navigate and manage the various complex tasks required of a SWAT team member, contributing to a smooth learning curve for new players. The game's training mode provides an in-depth tutorial, thoroughly covering the mechanics and strategies needed to succeed. The game emphasizes realism, encouraging players to take a slow and methodical approach rather than opting for a run-and-gun style. Players have substantial control over their team, including detailed personnel management allowing for strategic coordination and execution of missions. However, occasional issues with controls and visuals can be present. These small hitches aside, the game's deep tactical elements and realism provide a compelling experience for those who prefer strategy over speed. Keeping all these things in mind, we're going to give Ready or Not an 8 out of 10 for gameplay. Replayability. Ready or Not offers high replayability, driven by its diverse tactical options and the ability to approach each mission with different strategies, loadouts, and team compositions. Players can experiment with various weapons and equipment, tailoring their approach to suit solo play or cooperative missions with friends. The game's quick play mode further enhances replayability by letting players replay missions unlocked through Commander mode without any consequences for their team, making it easy to experiment with new strategies or refine their approach. This flexibility ensures that no two playthroughs have to feel the same, as you can adapt your tactics to the evolving challenges of each scenario. The game's dynamic nature, combined with the depth of customization and strategic planning, keeps the experience fresh and engaging, encouraging players to return repeatedly to refine their methods and achieve greater success. Because of this, we're going to give Ready or Not an 8 out of 10 for replayability. Story. Ready or Not presents a story primarily through its mission briefings, which provide background and context for each operation. While some missions are linked thematically and seem to reference one another, the overall narrative isn't deeply interconnected, making it less ideal for players seeking a heavily story-driven experience. However, there is a sense of story progression in Commander mode, where players advance through missions and manage team operations, adding a layer of continuity to the gameplay. Though the narrative elements are there as a tool to enhance the tactical immersion, they serve more as a backdrop to the action rather than a central focus, catering better to those who prioritize strategy, action, and realism over following an overarching story. For this, we're going to give Ready or Not a 4 out of 10 rating for story. Fun with friends. Ready or Not features multiplayer functionality that significantly enhances the gameplay experience. Players can join forces with up to 4 others, creating a team of 5 to tackle missions cooperatively. This setup allows for greater enjoyment as teammates can collaborate closely, coordinating strategies and tactics in real time to execute complex operations. Alternatively, players can spread out and cover more ground, employing a divide and conquer approach to maximize efficiency. The multiplayer aspect adds a dynamic layer to the game, fostering teamwork, communication, and fun while adapting to the unique challenges of each mission. For this, we're going to give Ready or Not a 9 out of 10 for its multiplayer capabilities. Technical specifications. The tech specs for Ready or Not suggest it's relatively accessible to most people with mid-range gaming setups. Requiring a 64-bit processor and operating system, the game supports Windows 10 and 11, which are common among modern PCs. The minimum processor requirements, the Intel Core i5-4430 or AMD FX 6300, are older models, indicating that even slightly dated systems can run this game. With 8GB of RAM, a standard amount for many computers today, and graphics requirements of NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960 or AMD Radeon R7 370, Ready or Not demands a moderately powerful GPU, but not one that's cutting edge. Finally, with 60GB of storage needed, the game's size is reasonable for most modern hard drives or SSDs, making it accessible to a broad range of players. For these requirements, we're going to give Ready or Not an 8 out of 10 for tech specs. Value for money. The value of Ready or Not is decent, especially considering its price point of $50 for the base game. While it is possible to complete the core missions in under 50 hours, the game's high replayability significantly enhances its overall worth. Players can continue to experiment with various tactics, loadouts, and team comps, and the cooperative multiplayer mode further boosts the enjoyment and longevity of the game. When playing with friends, the hour-to-dollar ratio naturally improves over time as the dynamic missions and teamwork elements create a compelling experience that'll keep players returning. This makes Ready or Not a worthwhile investment for those who enjoy tactical shooters with strong replayability. For this, we're going to give Ready or Not a 7 out of 10 for its price. Our consensus. Ready or Not's replayable nature and multiplayer capabilities are standout qualities that mean you can keep coming back to this game, definitely getting the most out of it for your money. Also, the game's technical requirements are accessible to most mid-range systems, ensuring a broad audience can enjoy it. All of these factors combined makes Ready or Not a game worth paying full price for, so we're gonna give it a rating of buy. Thanks for watching this episode of Midnight Launch. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. If you have a game that you want us to check out, put it in the comment section. Or, if you have a category that you'd like us to rate on, put that in the comment section as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.